Hi, beautiful Aries. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. You will hear me do this a little bit. I do apologize that it has taken me some time to get back to you, Aries. I have been a bit under the weather since this blue moon struck. It really took a toll on my body, I have to say, and then it sort of went into this full-blown cold, and you still hear it in my throat. I hope it's not too disgusting to listen to. I see it in my eyes as well. But I feel a lot better. So I just figured I'd do this reading today. As a little intro here, you can skip until you see that I am starting to shuffle if you don't want to listen to what I have to say in this intro. I just want to say that if you are not an old subscriber, but maybe if you've been with me for some time, you would have expected a love reading by now. And I just feel after so much that is taking place, there's so much happening, there's so much new information coming in. I'm being guided to new information all the time now, it feels, and it's like I'm discovering new things on a day-to-day basis, and it feels a little bit outdated for me. Sorry if I'm yelling, it's just that I still have like a little bit of a it's like you have been on an airplane and it's like that vacuum feel in your ears, so just turn me down. It feels like these old love readings or they have turned a little bit outdated, because it's like instead of talking from our lower vibration about how you can meet somebody and share your life with them, I find it more fascinating these days to talk about how we as a collective now enter into the love vibration, which is the highest possible vibration for as far for a human to attain, and how we from there now can sort of view our world, manifest in our world, manifest a world. And so rather than talking about boy meets girl or girl meets girl, etc., have this reading wherever it fits. It's probably going to be more towards the ascension, awakening, coming into your love path, where you best find your passion and purpose right now, what is fundamentally true. So with that said, I hope you like it. I will start this reading for you, and we're going to start on the sort of surface level here. There's never a surface level with me. I think you learned that by now. But we're going to start at the surface here, and then we're going to go deeper and deeper into the message. You're going to have plenty of time to figure out whether this is your reading or not, if it resonates with you or not, to then come with me to the extension and go even deeper and find out more for you. So let's see what's going on for you here, Aries, for this time frame, which I set towards the end of August until towards the end of September of 2021. So Aries, it might be interesting to know, I ask for information, inspiration, and humor. And sometimes, and quite often, that humor is on my expense. But I'm so happy to share of myself. I just think that humor is right up there with the love vibration. There you go. Ooh. So let's see here. Wow. Something is shifting here for you, Aries. So truth. This is very much my Libra card. Truth number 20, which is like an upgrade version of yourself 2.0. Let's see if that is what it's about. So then we have victory and success. Number 6, love vibration. With triumphant success. It's not like just victory and success. We have triumphant success. So it's like the same card comes out twice with number 1, which is all about the new beginning or new energy here. So let's see what this is about. It's a really cool... It feels like something is evening out. There's something that's leveling out. Like you're reaching a new level, perhaps, but it's like so the Libra card, the Justice card here talks about, and this is the truth, like you're coming into your truth. It's basically just everything that I just started this intro with, but just talking about how you are now entering into your most authentic truth. What is authentically you? What are you made up of? What is a truthful and meaningful and authentic life for you? And it feels like you're stepping into this truth. Do you see that there's a little bit of, if you've been standing sort of feeling like there's so much more, you could just have so much more out of this life, that there's a second, do you see that these are like a scale, that somebody's holding a scale, and we have, instead of a side by side, there's a little bit of a back and front, and then also like a portal to step into the new with like multiple opportunities. It feels like you've been standing in the back here, maybe hanging on for dear life to just try to figure out what your path is and what your purpose is, and what next steps to take, so that you can finally sort of step through that portal. And it feels like now here's the truth, here's the upgrade. I feel like it's not gonna happen all by itself, because it's something about like anchoring in, like you're hanging on to these chains, like you're chained a little bit. Like we saw that we have victory and success and triumphant success, but that is if you take sort of the next step. There's something about letting go of, you've anchored in this very familiar, okay, one thing at a time. There's something very familiar about where you stand. Maybe you reach a certain level and that's it. And then you see the potential, you see the future, you want to step into the next level of this. But there's like, should I? I feel like you're tooled up for it. You're prepared for it. You have like everything you need to make this next step. I don't know. I'm starting to laugh before because simultaneously I received this message of old plates. And I was like, old plates? What is that? And then I actually see, it looks like you're standing on this, like a plate, a dinner plate. You're having your dinner on. It looks like a real plate. There's something about not wanting to throw out, this looks like a purple plate, and then one in front of you is more like a beige grayish plate. So maybe for some of you, it's something about not wanting to throw out your old plates, or like as a metaphor, not wanting to move on, or not wanting to. So this plate has sort of, it's outdated. We can't eat on this thing anymore. Or this, I don't know. What I'm getting is old plates. And what I'm feeling is that some of you guys are a little bit attached to this old familiar. We actually have upgraded. We have a new color here. We have a new dinner plate here. But I'm not sure I want to throw these out. They have served me so well. I like them. I even got them from my grandma. You know, there's the emotional attachment to it. There's something about letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore, and what you feel like. If you look around, it could be very literal. It could be very much like walking around in your home and looking at individually, like things, pieces that you have in your home. Is it outdated? Does it bring you, I'm thinking about this gorgeous, I'm not going to remember her name now. I don't even know if I know her name. But like on some level I do, obviously, but I think she's originally from China or Korea or something like that. Very tiny, the cutest thing you ever saw. I don't mean to do that now. She's like a giant when it comes to just find joy. And so far, I know that there's a new series that's going to come out on that, I think is Netflix, where she sort of takes her skill in organizing your home in a way that actually leads to happiness. And that involves throwing out anything that doesn't give you a kick when you look at it, which could like end up being you're getting rid of like 80% of your house. I know it's a tough one, but if 20% in your house is really what brings you joy, those are the things that you're sort of going to meet and be around each day, every day that you're at home. There's something about the old plates. And I was just going to say, there's a second series that comes out now. I'm so intrigued to see it, where it looks like she's now focusing on like, okay, now what brings, it seemed like, I didn't see it I was like, oh, there's another series, cool. Something about bringing more joy into your life, and I just really love that. There's so much energy that sits in the old, and there's something about losing those plates, okay? I'm just gonna get a clarifier for this truth card. Why is that here for Aries, please? Okay, done. King of Gabriel. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna read out what it says. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. I'm going to read it out. Okay, sorry. Experience that leads to success. Experience that leads to success. And they're talking about success here again. And we have two cards coming out individually talking about success. Genuine concern for others. So keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. That's coming on so strongly. I resonate so much with those words. It's like, keep your eyes on the big picture. There is something about, okay, so do you see how you're looking at this portal? Like you're looking at the potential, you're looking at what your life could be like. If you just sort of stick now to the potential of what it could be, to the big picture, there's something about leaving out, getting rid of whatever is in the way, getting rid of, and I don't mean in a very, it should be heartfelt. It should be heartfelt all the way. And what doesn't serve you anymore, to just let it go. Let it go. You are not your dinner plate. You are not your dinner plate. There should be the title for this. You are not your dinner plate. So yeah, letting go of the old, and also not be bogged down by the small details. It feels like you're getting lost, like you're so on your way. It has happened before, because this is the King of Gabriel is talking about experience that leads to success. Like you've been through this round a couple of times now. It's like we're in this boxing ring, and you've been in this round in this match for a couple of times now, and by experience, you will move forward. We'll have the next step there. But what bogs you down and what sort of hinders you to make that next step or take that next leap is that you're getting too interested, dragged into allowing yourself to just be swept away into the details of stuff that is just not important. It seems important, but to become this King of Gabriel, he's very practical. He's very he knows exactly what he wants. Very driven. This is all about the success in your life, and success obviously can look so different for so many. What is success? Like maybe even to pinpoint that for yourself first, because we're talking a lot about success here with these cards. So maybe pinpoint that for yourself first. Like, what is success for me? And then hold the bigger picture, not be bogged down by details or this stuff in between. I want to even say gossip, which is skvaller in Swedish. Gossip, and like the talking negatively about others, gossip, or even sitting in listening to others talking about gossip about others. Like to not be in that realm of the toxic energy, but to just sort of remove yourself from that. To claim your throne and just sort of hold a bigger picture there and not be bogged down. Experience will lead to great success, which means you've done this before. I think the hold up is just that once you sort of get things going, it's like you've gotten things going before, and when you see those wheels start to moving, I don't want to use the word sabotage. I just feel like it has ended up feeling like that. But we walk through life and we walk through things and we give ourselves opportunities over and over and over again, which feels like, okay, I was so on the brink of that, and I was so close to do that, or I was whatever it is. And then it's like, and then it didn't happen, or then it fell through, or then it whatever. And you might feel then like you're self-sabotaging for yourself, but you're not real. You're not really, because this is just a feeling of preparing yourself. It's like all those other times where it feels like all those other times, if it's 2 or 3 times that you really have tried to go for something and it feels like you've gotten disappointed because it fell through and it just didn't work out, and you feel like, oh, what is it that you're doing every time? This sort of hinders you to take that next leap or take the next step. I feel it's more like a preparation game for you. You need, I know I'm very generalizing now, but that's typical Aries as well. You need to have, you don't find too many spontaneous, and you might disagree with me now. And of course, there's a range of what every person is like made. Your makeup is obviously, like, you could be an Aries and you could be the most spontaneous person that has ever walked this earth. But I'm saying, generally speaking, as a sign, the Aries is not going to be, the Aries is a fixed sign. Aries is a fixed sign. And so you're not going to see a spontaneous shift anytime soon. When you make the shift, it might look spontaneous. Like, I'm full on this, but it has taken you 5 years to ponder it, you know? So when the shift happens, it really happens. But it's like, it's not a self-sabotaging thing. It's a preparation, is what I'm getting from this. You're the King of Gabriel. You're ready. But to get ready, you've done this a couple of rounds where it could have felt like self-sabotage. And then these two beautiful cards coming out. They just really want to show you it's not just victory and success, and it's not just triumphant success. It's success, you know. I love how I put these up together and they form a 16, which is all about sudden shift and sudden changes. 6 is the alignment with your 6 is everything. 6 is smack in the middle of 369, which is the universe's creation. 6 is the connection with your inner being. 6 is love vibration. It's just beauty all around. Number 1, brand new start, brand new energy coming in. And this is just, it's showing you, yeah, there's different. So when I'm holding these next to each other, also, I want to say there's different ways to bring success about. There's something about deciding, do I want to play? Do I want to have fun? Do I want to sing my way all the way to the bank, as an expression, all the way to happiness, all the way to a relationship, all the way to happily ever after? Or do I want to fight my way there? They think that I can't do this, but I'm the freaking underdog. And I am serious when I ask you this, because it's like, we would probably say that, well, seems quite obvious. Like, what a stupid question. It's so obvious that you want to sing and dance your way there. But I am saying, you might not feel like it's worth it if you haven't really fought for it. Some people just are thriving through, I mean, for myself, I was such a drama queen. I was a drama queen until yesterday. Like, for a long time, I really thrived on conflict and drama, and I just felt really alive if I had something to sort out. When there was a new problem, I probably was the one whining the most about it, but then sort of feeling like, yeah, I can fix this. I can work this through. It wasn't that long ago. It was a couple of years ago that I decided that, you know, I don't want to learn. I don't want to evolve. I don't want to grow to the potential of who I can become through drama and conflict anymore. It was like a very, very honest and clear decision. I had even an expression that said, I can sit in a minefield and still be happy. well, and the universe goes, okay, because the universe doesn't judge. So here's a minefield for you. Find your happiness. Like, and then, you know, yeah, so it's just creation. So I want to sit in a meadow of flowers with music playing all around me while I'm growing. Isn't that beautiful? So there's something about a choice here as well. Like, are you in it for the fight, or are you in it for the music, if that makes sense. And some of you are in it for the fight. So there's also a decision here. Does it come too easy? If this is too easy, doesn't it feel real then? Something about that. So can we clarify this success energy here for Aries, please? Like the whole deck. 6 A's, page, and 10. Wow. 6 again. 6 and 1 basically. Ace. So 6 is clarifying 6. 1 is clarifying 1. Turning the page. And then basically 1 again. Number 10 is the completion. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So if we're sort of an overview of this is like, you are choosing truth right now. Some of you, I'm getting, you could have had some little trouble there with your throat. It could be your, I never learn. Thyroid? Thyroid. I know my mom probably is listening to this now, and she's an Aries, and she's had a lot of problems with her thyroid. Am I saying something that is located in your hip? I think it's called thyroid. Sköldkörtel in Swedish. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be all that, like it has really gone to the like cancer in your thyroid or like a tumor in your thyroid, or like I'm saying, a tumor in your hip, or a cancer in your hip. It can just be that you've had a lot of trouble with your throat, maybe not being able to voice what you want to voice into the world, maybe have like had real like bacteria in your throat that you sort of, it's really aggravating, it sort of doesn't, it comes and goes, you feel it every once in a while in your throat. And I feel like now you're choosing a new path for yourself. You're choosing the blue door. 6 again, the connection with your inner being, choosing something new for yourself. It's like this time you're gonna have a breakthrough, and you might be at the crossroads. You might be just, that's one thing we might actually look into in the extension here in a short bit. You might be at a crossroads. You might recognize this very place that you're in right now. Okay, here I am again. I am whatever this is for you. You just entered excuse me, into this brilliant relationship. You've been there for 3 to 6 months. Here's the breaking point. Do you leave the relationship again, or is this it? Are you going to have a breakthrough this time? Or you just entered into this business, or you just started this regime for your, like something new for yourself, whatever this is in your life, whatever this is like you might find yourself at this threshold, at this very like, okay, I recognize this. Is it do or die this time again? And I feel like for the most of you, you're going to have a breakthrough here. You're going to choose the authenticity, the truth around this. It says underneath, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. With Ace of Michael, which is a new energy that enters into this, and we already saw that with the number 1 here with success. You have a new energy coming in. This is Michael standing on the top of a hill, like maybe like for the first time. And I love how we have a toad, a big toad is sort of laying next to him, which is for me all about healing and finding joy, the little joys everywhere, where you can find joy in each moment. Is like going at it from a very joyful and very clear perspective. Like Michael here, he couldn't have a clearer perspective if he tried. Well, he could fly a little bit higher up, but then he wouldn't see the ground. So he's like at a perfect position to have a clear overview of what's going on. And he's coming from a quite joyful place, so it's easy to sort of decide what he wants. You're turning the page. There's also new energy coming in, new messages coming in. Literally turning the page. So you're leaving you're getting rid of the purple dinner plates and switching into something new, which is the wheel. So if you feel like it has been stagnant, it has been at a standstill, you're going to see movement start to happen now. To just keep your eye on the bigger picture. With the Wheel of Fortune is saying new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So I'm going to take this to the extension and see what else, going deeper there for you to see what else I can find there for you. If you feel like you resonate with that, the link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching. Aries, I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.